Greetings everyone, today I would like to continue my talk on the spirituality of the great Khan or Chingis Khan, and I hope you remember my promise that I will stop making YouTube videos starting 2012 because I need to focus on my real life, and I'm wasting a lot of energy and time on these videos. So for 7 years I did not do anything. For 7 years I'm working, and I guess starting from the next year I'm going to study something and further improve my life. So this topic, the spirituality of the great Khan, is important topic because for a Buddhist and shamanist people, because currently here in Mongolia, Buddhism and shamanism have some kind of competition on Chingis Khan. Buddhism would like to claim Chingis Khan being a Buddhist, and of course, shamanism constantly says that he is the son of heaven, father heaven, and he always spoke this will of eternal blue heavens, etc., etc. So it seems obvious that Chingis Khan was a pagan and he was a shamanist. But why there is this Buddhist claim that he was a Buddhist? Currently I have this book called the Short History of Mongolia, after is Amor, and he writes that there is many accounts about Mongols' faith. Mongols. It seems that it is obvious that before Chingis Khan, there was Christians, Muslims, and pagans, and also these people without any faith in Mongolia, and things were quite messy. And after this Chingis Khan set his order, things became a little bit different. So he's writing here that one of these sources, I guess it's going to be Chinese sources, it tells that Buddhism entered this great steppe Mongolia 3 times. It's going to be during the age of Huns, and this is going to be during the age of Mongol Empire and during the age of Chingis Khan. They are claiming that Chingis Khan promoted Buddhism, something like that. So let us read. I will going to read it in Mongolian, then I'm going to translate it. Өгөөдэй хаан эцэг Чингисийн зарлагчлан хар хорин хотын газраа сүм шүтэн байгуулж Монгол уугур лам нар хурал ном үйлдэн байсан учраас тэр үед баруун зүгийн Мухаммед ба Христосын шашны лам нар ирж хар хорины газар их сүмийн үүдэн их хонх цохиж Монгол уугур лам нар цугларан хурал ном хийж байхыг үздсэн бөгөөд тэд нар өөрсдийн шашны ёсыг дэлгэрүүлсүгэ химээсэн боловч Өгөөдэй хаанаас Монгол орны дотроо Бурхны шашнаас бусад энхүү лал ба Христосын шашныг дэлгэрүүлэх болохгүй хэмээн хориглон заазалж тэдгээр лам нарын өөр өөрийн оронд эргүүлэн буцаав хэмээн өгүүлсэн байх амуу гэж. This means in the capital city Harhorum, Өгөөдэй Khan built monasteries, and these monasteries are going to be monasteries of Burkhani Shashin, meaning the God's religion. During this age, Westerners came to Mongolia, and they hit their big bells, and they asked the great Khan that they would like to promote their religion. But Өгөөдэй Khan refused, saying that only the God's religion must be promoted in his empire, and those priests and messengers were sent back to their homeland. This is going to be a Buddhist claim that Chingis Khan is promoting Buddhism. And of course, currently Mongolian Buddhism have this name Burkhani Shashin, meaning the God's religion. In one of my previous videos, I explained it what the word sheshing or shejing means. Shejing means simply sha person, or it's similar to a shaman. And of course, word Burkhan is going to be some kind of a Turkic origin word, and the reason why they claim that Chingis Khan promoted Burkhani Sheshing, meaning the god's religion, it is because Chingis Khan promised to worship to a Burkhan Haltung for eternity. And current Mongolian Buddhism has a name, Burkhani Sheshing, meaning the god's religion, and Buddhists claim that Bodha is going to be the Burkhan. I think people need to be quite clear about this stuff, and Burkhan is not. I think Burkhan is not exactly Bodha, and Mongolian Buddhism needs to have this name Mongolian Buddhism, not God's religion. So I think Buddhism totally hijacked this Genghis Khan's religion. And there's also this interesting fact about Mongolians, and they are saying that Mongolians create a relic or some image of a god, and they place it inside a chariot, a special chariot, and these special chariots are usually placed in the front of a yurt. And they spray offer stuff on these images of gods, and they use a lot of this expensive stuff like silk and etc., etc., to create these images of God. So there's also this this part where this Chingis Khan was a god, and his image was placed as an image of a god. So so during the age of Khan Bata, the Batu Khan, a Russian Lord Mikhail came to visit this Batu, and this, of course, this Russian lord bowed to this Batu, but he refused that he will not bow to the image of a great Khan or Chingis Khan, and the image was like this icon, and this image is seen as the god's image. So this Russian lord refused to bow in front of a Chingis Khan's image, because he thought he was Christian. So seeing this, the Burkhan executed him, something like that. So I think Chingis Khan had this strategy to be someone who to be a god, and I guess he succeeded to be god for for some time, until his one of his sons, Hoble Han, introduced Buddhism. And I think this is this part about Ogute Han is like false, because Ogute Han had these fortune tellers, etc., etc., and he wanted to conquer China, but he was silenced, and it is believed that it was a curse, and he sacrificed one of his brothers, and his body became better, and he continued this campaign. And I sometimes think that Ogute Han was one of the he was a little bit loser. So this interesting part where we have Mongolians put this image of God in a small chariot is very interesting, because currently here in Mongolia, gods are placed in the very corner of a Mongol gear, in a place of ancestors, and I sometimes think that Buddhist gods are in the place of our ancestors is not not right. Well, that's pretty much for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video.